5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, Kaz here from Cape Town. How you doing? How you doing? All right. I've decided I want to do a video on the properties of various wicking material which you actually get. Now, this one specifically aimed at the wick which is available in South Africa. Obviously, it will be available internationally as well. But there's a lot more, put it that way, that is available overseas than it is over here. So what I'm going to have a look at is I'm going to have a look at Cotton Bacon version 2. I'm going to have a look at Streaky Bacon. I'm going to have a look at Royal Wicks. I'll be checking out the Cotton Candy collection. I'll be checking out the Cotton Candy Rayon. And then there's Native Wicks. Alright, so those are the guys which I will have a look at. As the first test is I want to do an absorption test to see which wick actually absorbs the quickest. And what I'm going to use for that is this 250 milliliter glass beaker which I've got. I've already made a 40-60 PGVG mix inside here, and this I will color with blue colorant. All right, each one of the wicks I have rolled a piece like this, and one of the sides I cut off flat. All right, so this is what all of them look like, exactly the same height, exactly the same sizes, but you will see that there's a marking on that, and those markings are all at the same height. All right, so the idea is to, because the surfaces are flat over there, I'm going to use my tweezer and I'm just going to put this down over there so that it just touches that surface. I just want to give a shout out to Rob Fisher, who actually sent me 4 of these various wicks. I only had Streaky Cotton and Cotton Bacon version 2, and then he was friendly enough as per usual to send out to the unfortunate poor vapors like me to send out gifts so I can do videos. So thanks, Rob, I do appreciate it. The next test which I will do is the dry burn test. Okay, then I'm going to subject each one of these guys to a 40 watt 5-second burn, and then we're going to take them out and look at the coloration of each of those various wicks. And the third test which I want to do is a flavor test. Now, if you were wondering how did I roll these guys, how do I know that they're the same? All right, what I did is I'm using my single coil wasp, a 3mm diameter coil, and as soon as I get the wick slightly through there with a certain tension for each of them, I know they're going to be consistent in their size. Okay, so all of them, I just did the basic roll like that until I was happy with the tension of which they go through that 3.5mm diameter coil. Alright, so here's the little setup which we have. Glass little beaker. We've got about 90 milliliters of 40-60 PGVG. I'm going to add some blue coloring over there inside our mix. Oh yeah, nice blue. Nice blue, man. So what I will do now is I will take my tweezer, and we will see. I've got my start button over here. As soon as I take my first little cotton and lower it, so I'm just going to place it so that it actually just touches the surface area, and then press start. If we come to the final results of the absorption, this Native Wicks, look how high it has already is absorbed, even after I've removed it actually out of the PGVG solution. So this guy is the clear winner. Winner so far when it comes to absorption. Second place, we have got this bloke. Okay, so Cotton Candy Rayon. And then in the third place, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it is Cotton Candy Collection. Dry burn test. Burn, baby, burn. So we are going to use my SIG 213. We're going to use the 24mm Hadley, which is on top. And I put in a 4mm diameter coil over there. All right, and we are just going to do it at 40 watts. I don't know if you can see the 40 watts over there, but yeah, it's 40 watts. It's coming in at 0.22 ohms. So I will keep this coil exactly the same, and then we will place a piece of each inside there, and I will keep it in for 5 counts, and then I will remove it. Then the next one, 5 counts, and then I will remove it, and then we will actually see which one has the most damage. All right, just for the sake of interest, because we are playing around now. Let's do it. All right, so just to show you that this coil actually heats up, 40 watts, nice and slow. There you go. There you go. All right, I will make sure that these coils are also at the same temperature. I will let it cool off between each one, just to, for the sake of consistency. Yeah, we want a nice experiment going over here. So yeah, let's do it. So there you've got it in. I'll just make sure I'll try to get these tensions as accurate as possible. This one is the Streaky Cotton. It's this guy first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it for 5. Let's do it for 5. You can see it's nicely smelling over there. It's nicely burning over there. Okay. And it actually has burnt through. Okay, native wicks test. Dry burn 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Alright. Interesting. I can still pull out the whole cotton without anything staying behind. Alright, cotton candy collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cotton candy collection burned through. Royal Wicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rayon pulls through. Alright, so also fairly decent heat resistance. Cotton bacon version 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smoky, Smoky, Smoky the Bear. Let's try and remove this. Breaks through. So when it comes to the burn test, this guy is number 1 as well. Number 2, I would say, is the rayon. But we're not interested in absorption, except if you're used to getting dry heats. We're not too cared about which one burns through, because we're not going to use this to start forest fires. So I think what we're really interested in is to find out which one gives us the best flavor. Alright, so what I will do is I will still use my squonking Hadley, and then I'm going to wick this guy. With each of those, I'm going to test a familiar juice, which I know is Nom Nom, and exactly how it tastes, because I'm busy vaping it on my G-Box at the moment with my Flav. Still a fantastic RDA this. The clone, no problems with the clone. I can't pay 1,800 Rand for the original, so I had to test this guy, and I'm very surprised, very much. So I think let's start off and give this guy a wick with each one of those individually, and see if there's one that seriously makes a huge flavor difference from the others. One that stands out, that eureka, that wow, that nipple stand moment. Okay, so let's quickly see. There you go. That's what each one of these guys are going to look like. And just for the sake of consistency, after I remove the cotton, I will also clean out the atty each time, and I will remove, or I will dry burn the coil as well. Okay. Alright, so there we have it, nice and sweet. I will vape at 50 watts. At 50 watts, I'm going to enjoy these guys. I've probably been vaping for an hour now on these various cottons or wicks. If you gotta be honest, you know, there's such a minimal difference, minute difference between the flavor which is being produced by these various wicks, whether it's rayon, whether it's organic cotton, or whatever they've got inside these various cottons. The difference is so minimal. The biggest difference is going to be your atomizer. All right, I think your atomizer contributes to about 95%. That's just my personal opinion, but 95% flavor comes from that, and then obviously your cotton as well, which can add a bit. But if I had to pick one, it is this guy concerning the flavor, this Native Wicks. So I think this Native Wicks is the overall winner out of these various ones which I've tested. It's a total of 6. The flavor is seriously, it's not huge jumps flavor wise from the one cotton or the one wicking material to the next one. I really enjoy the flavor out of this one as well. All right, I did not really enjoy no, I wouldn't say enjoy, but the one that gave me the least flavor, or less flavor, the least flavor is this guy. It doesn't mean it's got no flavor. Please don't misunderstand me. They're all very nice, but this one slightly ahead, and I enjoyed this guy a lot as well. Royal Wicks. There's better options than that. Put it that way. If I have to buy cotton again, I will go with this guy. Definitely, or I will go with this, depending on the price. I haven't seen this though, but as I say, this is very nice. But it's a minimal difference between these, so I think you're gonna enjoy in any case what you have. But I mean, this being a finer wicking material, a finer cotton, I think it's gonna pull up a lot more, and that's why it takes longer to actually move up the juice into the cotton. But I mean, it's gonna, obviously, because you boiled low your coils, this is not gonna make a difference. If you've got that little overhang, it's gonna wick up very quickly. But because they're finer, they're gonna hold more juice, I think. And when you heat it up, that the juice molecules are gonna be a lot smaller, all right, than it's gonna be in the rayon. And that's why I think these guys give better flavor than the thicker type of wicking material. All right. Lastly, thanks Rob Fisher for sending me these samples. And yeah, cool beans. Thanks. This guys are over and out. Cheers.